Hey folks, this episode is brought to you by Anneal Painting, your go-to pros for both interior and exterior painting here in the greater Grand Rapids area. Whether residential or commercial, these guys have been doing it for 4 generations. That's right, family-owned, trusted, and insured by the state of Michigan. So you know the job's done right. Whether you're freshening up a room, in need of wallpaper removal or hanging, or giving your whole home a facelift, they'll make sure it looks amazing. And the best part? Free estimates. So before you grab that roller, drop cloth, and rickety old stepladder, remember their slogan. Don't DIY, let us beautify. Call Anneal Painting today at 2692-773-173 or find them on Instagram and Facebook at Anneal Painting. That's ANIOL Painting. Bringing color and quality to Michigan homes for 4 generations. Remember, don't DIY, let us beautify. Hey folks, this episode is brought to you.
Dan Campbell took this Lions job with a vision. That vision has ignited the Lions fan base in a way not seen perhaps ever.
This is a sleeping giant. This is a sports town, and we feel the love. Remember who the you are!
NFC North champions, everybody.
Vision, winners, back-to-back seasons.
Your team main ours, the pride is worldwide now. Riding to your town, win, then ride out. The crew here to break it down for y'all, to demonstrate how we ain't playing around with y'all. The humble host with punchlines to give you a black eye. We brought a GM and OC, even a stat guy. Other teams drink the Kool-Aid, roll over and quit. I drank Campbell's soup and woke up all Gritt.
It's Gritt.
And we're back. This is the All Gritt Podcast. I'm your humble host, Caleb Annual, checking in with you Monday evening, coming off a Lions victory, recording at 5:52 p.m. with yours truly, and you know who we're rolling with today. We got the original. We got the gang back together, the 3 amigos. Here we go, introducing, ladies and gentlemen, the person running the board, the person running all of the background, Mr. O.C. Adrian. How you doing tonight?
I am relieved that it's a victory Monday.
Relieved. Okay, that's a good word. Let's see what other verbs we can describe here when we introduce the stat guy Clay to the All Gritt Podcast. How you doing, Clay?
I'm thankful, man. Thankful for a good weekend. Couple good games that were important to the great city of Detroit. So looking forward to get into it.
So you're saying Thanksgiving came a little late?
A little late because we kind of steamrolled through that week. So
yeah, very good. All right, so we're thankful. What was the word you used, Adrian?
Relieved.
Okay.
Can you imagine just like your season ends to the Dallas Cowboys? Like I wasn't gonna have that.
You know what, bro?
Cowboys.
They
fans.
weren't gonna have.
By the
that.
way, shout out to Cowboys fans if they're listening. We love you. We love you so much.
You know, bro, I'm gonna one up you here. I think our season could end a little worse than losing to the Dallas Cowboys, and I will hold that until the end of the podcast. You already know where I'm going with this?
Yep.
All right. Well, we'll circle back around, but anyway, Lions come off a what looks to be a convincing win, 44-30 against the Dallas Cowboys. Let's talk briefly just about their offense. Adrian, what did you think of Detroit's offense on Thursday night?
You know, it was like seeing an old friend again. It was like, hey, you're back.
There you are.
There was still like, okay, this is this season's Detroit Lions offense. We had some trouble at left guard. I noticed that our backup Colon, he was benched for rookie Miles Frazier. At the end, Dan Campbell said, oh, we just wanted to get him some reps. We wanted to get him some practice. But let's be honest here. Are you really going to get rookie some practice reps on the most important game of the season? Ooh. Let's be honest. I think Dan Campbell was saving face for his backup veteran Cologne. He got benched a few times. He was getting beat so bad by Kenny Clark. It was a couple times. There was a sack that came off of him, and the next drive you saw him benched. And Miles Frazier, like that was his first game. He had a couple false starts. We saw that. I think we were frustrated with some of the penalties that we've got that were just self-harm. But the offensive line looked like it improved a little bit with him in the game. Just a little more stable when it came to the run game. But besides that, it was nice to see that we got past 40 once again.
Yeah.
You would have asked me a week ago, I was like, I don't know if we'll ever this season score more than 40 again.
That's
and
right.
They did it. So that was
You
good.
did mention that. You did mention that a couple weeks ago, right? You're like that. We're not going to get over 40 anytime soon. Coming off of one of the performances that we had, I think, against Philly.
Correct.
But I do like how you added a Spanish flavor to Colin's last name. That was nice. He's definitely not Spanish. He's about as white as you can be. So, but I appreciate your
it sounds
gesture
weird saying Colin, but yeah.
And what about his pull? So they must have moved him at some point over to right guard or something because he pulled, unless he pulled from the left. I don't even really on Jameer's touchdown, the last touchdown of the
yeah,
game.
he was on that drive. Like they kept putting him in and out. So it was like they were giving him less time and giving Miles Frazier an opportunity against those D tackles.
Yeah, very good. So Clay, your take on the offensive day for the Lions?
It's just crazy what Goff can do in extra 2 to 2.5 seconds.
That's true, bro.
Yeah. Like it just open. Like when he has time, it's the same old offense that we know. Like this offense is still talented. That's what I like seeing. The offense isn't broken. The line's broken. So they stitched some things up as Adrian talked about. And when you give Goff a few more seconds, it just opens up the field and opens up the play. A couple players ran into each other a couple of times, just weird stuff. But St. Brown, man, what a stud! What a stud! Like he is the definition of the grit of the Detroit Lions.
Yeah. So I don't know about you boys, but I was not expecting him to play until I turned on my TV, right, and saw him doing his little jumping jacks in the back of the end zone or whatever he was doing. And I text you guys, I'm like, boys, he's pushing it. And several of his teammates said after the game, like, oh yeah, we knew St. Brown was playing. Like unless he was on IR, we knew that he was going to play. And that's so insane. You know, like Dan Campbell said, the team really does go through him because yes, we miss Laporta, but the biggest safety blanket of all is the Goff to St. Brown connection.
There was, I hate to be negative when we're talking about so many great things that we saw, but there was still some drops that I saw in that game from St. Brown.
One where I just like the communicate. I think him and JMO ran into each other.
The same route or something.
Yeah, and I was just like, and it was a big. I forgot. You know, this is Thursday. I forgot. I know it was a big down, but it's just like, I think we had to get a field goal. I think it forced us.
Yep.
So, what other drops did we have, Adrian? Because that's the only one that comes to my mind.
I feel like there was two. I got to look up the other one. That was the biggest one, just because it was to convert for first down and keep the drive going. That killed the drive. But you know, all in essence, we've had this drop problem a few times now this season. It's starting to become a pattern, and you hate to see that, especially towards the end of the season when you're supposed to be getting hot, supposed to be getting better. Kudos to Amon-Ra, the sun god, for coming out. I'm sure he had some pain management going on. Maybe he took a couple shots or a couple pills, helped the pain. But he had a great game. Like the first play, they threw it to him
right away.
Right away. That sent a message not to just the opposing team, but to your team. You're like, he's playing today. He's in the game plan.
He's not just a
like
mirage.
A distraction. Yeah. Yep.
I am inevitable.
He was inevitable, right? Like that's what they came out and basically said. Like it doesn't matter if he's got, what did Dan Campbell say? One butt cheek and 3 toes or 1 foot, and like he's gonna play, right?
Yeah, something like that.
1 cheek and 3 toes, something like that.
Yeah.
All right. Well, yeah. So offense looked good. All right. Let's give our flowers to TK85 here. So because of. because of Khalif Raymond being injured still. Mr. Hudsonville, Isaac Tesla started this game, and he would kind of split time with our beloved character TK85 Tom Kennedy. And Tom Kennedy return yards averaged 40 yards a return. He returned 3 times for a total of 120 return yards. After the game, gets a game ball from Dan Campbell, and the dude just showed no fear. I'll be honest with you. I hope Khalif doesn't come back next week. I hope, because we have needed a spark on the special teams, and TK85 is giving it to us, bro. He is just something. I mean, he found those holes and just hit them hard, north-south. Didn't cut, just straight.
He was getting past that first line. That's usually like at the 30, 25-yard line, getting an extra 10, 15 yards.
Yeah. I think we started average at the 44-yard line. When you started at 40, like, and he took advantage of it too. We scored a 40-burger.
Yeah, if the Dallas Cowboys started on there, they'd have a couple more kickoffs, a couple more field goals by Aubrey, even though he, basically tied the NFL longest kick ever, and it wasn't even like talked about. It's like a 63-yarder. He nails it, and everyone's like, "Well, all right, there are 3 points on the board."
But he made it look so easy too. Yeah,
it's annoying, bro. But hey, those 3 points are what Detroit needed to keep the lead, right?
Exactly.
All right, so J-Mo looked good. And moving forward too, it's like without Laporta, without Brock Wright, the tight ends are virtually, I think they caught like 1, maybe 2 balls, but J-Mo is just going to have to be there, catch 6 to 8 balls a game. Amon-Ra is going to catch his 10 balls a game or 8, and with the rise of Tesla, get him 3, 4, 5 catches a game. Gibbs is going to catch his, so it's going to be a nice.
He's becoming that end zone target. Tesla.
Yeah. Why not, bro?
Dude, that catch he had that was out of bounds by like 6 inches. It was clearly out of bounds, but it was so close. Like, he caught that, man.
I know.
By 6 inches, do you mean 6 feet?
It was really close. It was
the
really
Jared Goff before the end of the half?
No, not that one. Not that. He didn't catch that one, right? It went out of bounds. He threw it out of bounds and was wide open.
Yeah. That's what I thought you were talking about.
I'm talking about the left side. He threw it to like a left fade on the left sideline. Just overthrew him. He still caught it, but it was 6 inches, and he dragged his feet.
Oh, I forgot that one.
Yeah, Caleb saw the end zone one. The end zone one, I know. Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
That was
a magnet.
Dude, that was the one right before halftime. I was like, I text you guys. I remember I was like, did Goff get hit? Because otherwise that's 6. Like, what is going on? I didn't see the replay on it. But
also the return of David Montgomery, bros.
Monty.
Like,
speak about it, bro.
Feed the man. That's what we've been preaching for months. Feed the man. When he broke off that 20, I think like a 20-yard, 23-yard touchdown run, I was just like, has motion in me.
Try 35, bro.
Was it 35? See, even better.
Oh yeah, it was longer. Yeah, he had time to look around and be like, where's everybody at? I guess I'm wide open.
Yep,
bro, that's it. Yeah, our running game is just clicking right now, and that's what kind of sports shows are talking about, is if Detroit can do this, if they can, we have a little bit of a tough game coming up this Sunday, but if they can just start getting hot, and that's what the main topic was today, is like, can the Lions get hot, and can they finish strong, then we're going to be a not so wanting to play team come playoffs. Nobody wants to play us, so
right,
bro.
Anyway.
Jack Campbell.
Let's go to the defense. Go hit it.
I mean, what this dude has become, he is like in ascension to possibly be a future like Luke Kuechly type of guy for this franchise. He's everywhere. He's flying everywhere. He's getting better at coverage. Not the greatest still at coverage, but he's noticeably improved. And when he goes to get the runner, he's not just going for a tackle, dude. He's punching that ball out. We saw that forced fumble he had once again on Ferguson. He's a playmaker on the defensive side, and it's clear that this is his defense now. He's grown into the role.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure if Clay's got the stat for this, but they did basically say that he's the only linebacker since Chris Spielman to get 110 tackles this season and 5 forced fumbles or something crazy. So it's like he doesn't need to be Luke Kuechly, bro. He can be Chris Spielman just fine.
Mm-hmm.
Thursday he had 12 total tackles, 6 solos, 1 sack, 1 forced fumble, and 1 tackle for loss.
He should have had a safety. And
he did have a safety.
He did. Clay must not have had that when they came back from commercial, or they clearly showed it straight down the line and the ball was like just outside. But it's just the rule, man. The rule sucks.
Yeah.
If the quarterback lands in the end zone, it's a safety.
Terrible.
You know what I'm saying, bro? Like,
yeah.
They're just making safeties harder by having that rule instead of just saying, hey, if you get sacked. But
I also learned you can't progress a fumble on 4th down. Learned that too.
If it's fumbled by the offense.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah. All kinds of new rules you learn watching the Lions, that's for sure. All right.
But the defense showed up.
Zebras were terrible on Thursday.
Oh my God.
Referees.
Guys, I got to apologize. I said so many bad things on Thursday night. I threw so many things because the game did not start how I wanted it to. I mean, even though we got on the board first, it was like we should have been doing so much better. The Zebras with not calling Dallas when the whole 3 nose guard and not tackles, the nose guards and the
like 4 or 5 of them were offside.
All jumped, bro, and there's no penalty. So then Goff throws it because he knows it's a free play. And then J-Mo gets, I can't say that word, just
wrapped up.
And no penalty on that. You guys got another? I mean, that was about as bad as it gets. Oh, go ahead.
Well, I've been angrier earlier this year because they don't give us the free play. They stop it. They don't let us the opportunity to have the free play. So then I was like, oh, sweet. They're going to let us play it finally.
Right.
And it comes back and they don't even
And Dare was in the guy's face too. Like, dude.
Horrible.
Dude.
So horrible. I think there's one that even beats that, guys. I think it was the opening kickoff or the second kickoff. The Lions get the ball. Sailors gets tackled, and the Dallas Cowboy pushes his head into the ground, pushes his head and his shoulder into the ground and gets up and starts pumping. And I'm sitting there going, all right, where's the flag? Where's the flag? No flag. It was extreme. Not rough, but extreme unnecessary roughness.
Terrible.
Oh my!
That's how concussions happen, man. He just slammed his head in the ground after he had already tackled him. Gets up, slams his head again to celebrate.
Absolutely.
That was the worst part. You're right.
And then let's talk about the Detroit that they didn't call defensive pass interference. They actually called it on Ferguson. What did you guys think of that?
Yeah, that was weird.
The whole play. I think it was a makeup call, but they showed one angle where I could see it, but the other 14 angles, I'm like, oh.
Yeah, and even Cowboys fans hey, that wasn't an offensive pass interference. It didn't matter because the result of the play, he didn't catch it, and it was still their possession. To me, that didn't change. That wasn't an impactful play at all because he didn't catch the ball anyways. If he caught it and it was a touchdown and got called back, okay, yeah, that impacted the game. But it didn't. Just keep playing the next down. It was 3rd down after that. They still had possession.
Good point. And like Clay said, you're not going to hear us apologize when we just got, whatted, the whole game by the refs.
Yeah.
Sorry, bro. That. Okay, you got yours. We had ours. We just named 2 of them. If I rewatch the game, I could bring a couple more in, but Yeah. So no to that. So CeeDee Lamb leaves the game, injury. I thought it was like a shoulder injury, but no, he hit his head, concussed. He's out. Our starting safety at the time, Harper, goes out. So looking forward to next week against Matthew Stafford, one of probably the best, accurate, and most looking for an MVP season. In our secondary, we will have DJ Reed, Amik Robertson. We'll have
David Plaxco.
Shout out to Plax.
No, let's see. Brian Branch is now out. Kirby Joseph's out. Teron Arnold's out.
It's possible Kirby could play in a week from now.
Yeah,
it's possible he jumps in there, but
unlikely. Who's playing our other corner then?
Rockison.
Okay, yeah. Okay,
Rockison.
And then who's playing our two safeties?
Dude, for Branch, we'll have Avante Maddox. A free safety, and then strong safety. I don't know who they'll put in there.
Bro, what happened to Whiteside, the dude from the Legion of Whom?
They released him 2 weeks ago.
Did he get picked up?
I don't know, man. He was far low on the depth chart when they reactivated Davenport and Malcolm Rodriguez. By the way, Malcolm was in there a couple snaps.
TK?
Yep, and TK. So all those guys elevated. Yeah. Somebody had to get pushed out, and he was one of them.
And someone picked him up.
And then when Laporta and Brock Wright went down, we had no tight ends. So then we picked up the two tight ends that we have now.
Skip tight ends. We don't need them. Put Tesla and TK85, white for white. Put them on the outsides. We're good to go.
Yeah.
We'll lose a little beef, but,
I'll take a look at the depth chart to see who possibly.
Yeah, see who our other safety is. I know his name. He played back against Tampa in the Legion of Whom. It was Harper. It was like Whiteside and Mollett, Arthur Mollett. Thank you. So he's going to be our starting safety opposite
we'll see.
Maddox. And by the grace of God, if Kirby comes back, then it pushes Mollett out. But bro, I think Maddox. And PFF had Maddox as the highest rated defender for the Detroit Lions on Thursday.
He was playing well. At safety, you don't have to be the most athletic person. It's brain power, knowing what's coming and anticipating the quarterback's plan.
And
so DJ Reed's playing, right?
Yep.
Yeah. He got a pick. Okay, he got a pick that will boost. I think will at least light some fire underneath him.
Well, it better because he was getting beat like he stole something on Thursday.
Yep. Yep, he was getting cooked. Oh, Daniel Thomas is the highly likely guy to go in. He's above Mollett in the depth chart. As a matter of fact, I have an inkling Mollett might have been released as well. It's gonna make me mad.
Goodness.
No, you just said it was on the. You just said he was on the practice
Whiteside and Mollett. Let me look it up.
I don't think he got released, bro. But yeah, it is Thomas that's gonna start, and you just got to let the coaches handle it because they see them every day, right? But just actual gameplay, when our eyes saw Whiteside and Mollett and those guys were killing it, dude. I'm just like, can we just let these guys play? Just give them a contract. Just let them play. They played so good against Baker Mayfield that night.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it was just a magical night, but they played good. So while you're looking that up, we're going to go over our bold takes from last week. All right. Adrian said TK85. He's going to get a touchdown.
No.
He tried really hard on that last kickoff return, though. He tried so hard.
Dude. He had one guy, the kicker, what's his name? Aubrey, tackled him.
Yeah.
But I had a feeling, dude. I had a feeling that Tom Kennedy, he's going to make an impact this game. And logically, I was like, okay, he'll make a touchdown. But I didn't realize he's our kick returner, and he made a huge impact there.
If you would have said TK85, 100 yards of total scrimmage or whatever, you would have won. Unbelievable game by him. Unbelievable.
All right. Anyway, Arthur Mollett was released 2 weeks ago, along with Nick Whiteside. They were released at the same time. Hey, they can still get him back. I can look out there if he's a free agent. But he was one of the guys that they made room for the guys coming back from injury. Oh, Miles Frazier was another guy who came back. so they need to make room for him.
All right. Well, he needs to get busy and bring in some more safety help. Otherwise, I mean, we're playing against Matthew Stafford this week.
I know.
So
Dude.
the best need, and we're going to need backups because I don't trust the two safety. I mean, Maddox could get hurt, and then all of a sudden,
Maddox and Thomas, right?
TK85 is going to be out there playing safety pretty soon. So you gotta back that up. All right. Clay said Monty 1 touchdown. But then he said, he said 1 rushing touchdown. And then he said 1 catching touchdown.
Receiving.
No.
Close.
Close, very close.
Sorry,
so
bro.
Close, both of us.
Caleb says, boys, how about Tesla? He's going to score his first touchdown. Yeah. But then I said that Dallas is going to win. That's why you always just do the one, boys.
Really
always just do the one. All right. Jen Hammond. I think she's going to get it. What do you think? Tesla. 1 touchdown.
Nice.
75 yards.
Not quite.
6+ catches. See ya, Jen. Not in this house.
Shout out to Jen. If you haven't heard our last episode, it was phenomenal. Please give it a listen. It is our most watched YouTube video up to date that we've done this podcast with 700+ views in a week. Go check it out. It was a great episode with her.
Appreciate y'all.
Yeah, and that goes specifically out to you guys listening in listener land. That's if you would have asked us 2 years ago when we were recording on
Zoom
and uploading it, and Clay sounded like he was recording in a bathroom, that we had 743 listens to 1 episode, we would have said you're higher than a kite. So we appreciate that. Hey, do you have any idea of the farthest away place that may have streamed any of those, or is that only through the audio file?
I can take a look. I'll have it for you in 2 minutes.
Sweet. Yep. We want to see, where that episode maybe was streamed to the farthest parts of the earth. Anyway,
one second before we leave Dallas. Sure. 1 second. Prescott's pre-game rumblings.
Yes, dude. Good. Yeah, bring it up.
What happened, bro?
So I forgot who he reported to, but he had an interview, and he said, "Well, the last time was at Ford Field. We lit up the scoreboard, and that's going to happen again tonight." So,
I didn't catch that.
Oh yeah, there was and he did with a cocky grin too, and so yeah, they did. I mean, they scored 30 points, but we scored 44. So
right, and so there. Did you hear him post game?
Oh no.
Yeah, I got it.
I'm in danger.
After his 5 sacks, 3 by Muhammad. What a stud.
How does that happen? 5
Muhammad, bro.
Games of just terrible 0 sacks, and then all of a sudden it just comes boom.
Well, you know what? Hutch would have probably had 2 of those, but Muhammad beat him by a foot.
Yep.
It was nuts. I'm like, Hutch must be so mad at Muhammad. It's I love it. Yeah. All right, let's pay some bills while Adrian's looking that up.
Today's episode is sponsored by Dan Diamond Equipment, a used fork truck dealing company located in Hastings, Michigan. They sell and rent fork trucks and die handlers. With over 30 years of experience, don't hesitate to call Dan Diamond Equipment for all of your fork truck needs. Reach out to Dan at 269-948-3377. Again, the number for Dan Diamond Equipment, 269-948-3377.
And before we get to Adrian with that info, we want to remind you guys, if you appreciate the podcast, I mean, you apparently do. We got 743 views on our last episode. We're going to need some help. We just paid some subscription fees, and it's a lot of money. So if you want, guys, go to PayPal, download the PayPal app. Go ahead and go to PayPal, and you want to type in All Gritt Pod. That is GRITT, 2 T's, All Gritt Pod. And you'll see our little Dan Campbell face on there. And just give us a little, money to pay these bills, subscription fees,
A buck or two.
A buck or two.
We
Yes.
flat broke.
Some greenbacks, some Washingtons. So yeah, help us out. And if you don't want to go through PayPal, you can always go through our Instagram, go up to our link tree at the top of All Gritt Podcast, and you'll see all kinds of ways to help out. You can also sponsor the show, and you can pay directly there on the PayPal link. So there you go.
Nice.
All right, Adrian.
This last episode specifically with Jen, we had a listener in Patterson. So shout out to Patterson. And our farthest listener was down in Florida and Kissimmee.
Kissimmee.
And
you guys know who that is?
On there. Could that be AG? Isn't AG down in Florida?
We haven't heard from AG. We need to have all right. This is a shout out to AG. If you're still listening to this podcast and you haven't left us after 2 years, we need a speak pipe from you next week, AG. You are put to the challenge. And along with your speak pipe, we're going to need a donation to the All Gritt Podcast on the PayPal.
Let's have him on as a guest, bro. He's a top guest, bro. Top tier. Let's have him on the pod again.
You're only top tier if you donate to the All Gritt Pod.
Shout out to John. Top tier.
Shout out to John.
John. Elite of top tier.
All right. He needs a drum roll. Drum roll for McEwen. There you go. All right, Adrian.
All right, let's talk about playoff, what do you want to call it? Chances, playoff, prospect, hope.
We're still in the hunt. We're still on the screen on my TV.
Still on the graphic. Obviously, a big win on Thursday that was absolutely necessary. Like Thursday, we lose, our season's over. But now we have a very interesting. The Bears lose to the Packers yesterday. Thoughts moving forward, fellas?
I'm just going to say right now, the Bears went from 1 in the NFC yesterday all the way down to 7 with that loss. That shows how close the NFC is right now.
Yep.
Yes. There's a possibility they don't make the playoffs.
It's insane.
Very realistic.
So before Adrian got on the pod, me and Clay were talking a little bit. And Adrian, I want to get your thought on this. The Bears just lost to Packers yesterday. The Bears play the Packers in 2 weeks. Next week, they play the Cleveland Browns and Shedeur Sanders. And they just came off a heartbreaking loss because they did not have Shedeur in there for the 2-point
Take him off the field. I still don't understand that.
Which was best player of the day. Yeah, no.
So they're pissed and they're coming back. They're playing the Bears. Does anybody know if that's home or away for Chicago?
I'll check right now.
Okay, but while you're checking, bro, this is what'd I say, Clay?
I forgot. No.
This is your game in between 2 games.
Oh, yes. This is a trap game. A definition of a trap game.
This is the definition of a trap. You had a good game, all right, you lost, and now you're looking ahead. The Bears are looking ahead to another home game against Green Bay. And they're thinking, okay, Cleveland, crap, we're gonna walk all over them. They're a crap team. Bro, this is the trap game. I'm gonna pick on my pick'ems. I'm gonna pick Cleveland over Chicago, bro. I'm not even kidding.
I like it.
That would be incredible if the Browns can pull it off. They are home. They are playing in Soldier Field next Sunday at 1:00.
Shedeur loves it. He loves being the enemy.
Yep.
He's an enemy. He's there to prove. He's got to prove something. Shadeur's there to prove. He's gonna.
And that defense will keep Cleveland in the game as long as he can score. I mean,
there will be no George Pickens on the field. It's going to be full effort. It's going to be full effort.
Yesterday was very difficult for me because I had to celebrate after a play that I'm not used to celebrating. But Green Bay is good, and they handle Chicago, and Chicago just comes back. They don't go away. Well, they want to get away against us, but whatever. I digress. But they do not go away, and they just.
So anyway,
Caleb Williams will make mistakes.
Yeah, as he clearly did. And so even if I'm wrong, Chicago, then we correct me if I'm wrong. We want Chicago to beat Green Bay the next game.
Well, we want Chicago to lose we wanted whoever lost yesterday's game to then lose the second game. So since Chicago lost yesterday, we'd want them to lose again that second game.
I don't know if that's right.
Because what'll happen is this is not to win the division. This is to secure a playoff spot.
Right. Okay.
So if Green Bay wins again, Chicago has another loss, and then they play San Francisco, and then they play us the last game. So when we beat Chicago, even if we have the same record at that point, we'll have the tiebreaker from head to head. So then we'd have the wild card spot.
So we want Green Bay to get in and not Chicago because we have the tiebreaker over Chicago.
Correct. We do not have the tiebreaker over Green Bay. Exactly.
That makes sense.
Well, and also Chicago does have a tough schedule, like you just said. You got Green Bay and San Fran and Detroit. So it's like
at San Francisco.
Those might be 2 losses right there, bro. Oh, and then you tack on the Browns loss. I see an epic fall for Ben Johnson.
That's what I'm saying. Is it's a high possibility with this schedule that
he's gonna get caught with his shirt off.
Ben Johnson walking into walking into Santa Clara. A little nervous. All right, boys. Well, let's what do you guys want to do? You want to do some bold takes for next week?
Yeah, predictions. What do we got for against LA?
Okay. So Lions travel to LA, which is Ford West.
It is.
And there will be a lot of Lions fans there, as there always are.
Home playoff game? I mean, a home atmosphere, you think?
Oh, yeah. I 50-50, bro. It's got to be. They already can't fill their stadium with fans, so
correct.
At least 50-50.
So as of right now on Monday, the Rams are favored 4.5.
But they're home, right? So there's that 3, right?
Home.
Yeah, so giving them about 1.5 points.
Yep. They're playing good, man. And I mean, Puka Nacua,
he's on fire, man.
Adams, that duo,
kind of like the St. Brown and Jamo. Kind of like a St. Brown and Jamo. Is that what you're saying?
Well, what I'm saying is that wide receiver duo against the Legion of Whom is going to be tough.
Yeah.
Like they might have to do something similar that they did this week with Pickens and CeeDee Lamb, where they had like a cover 2 zone.
Cover 2 all the time. Yep. I actually like their defensive play, that cover 2. It's everything underneath. That's why Ferguson was lighting it up. Yeah. Ferguson was tearing us up against Alex Anzalone, but you know what? You're giving the underneath stuff.
Yep.
And then you have Campbell and Barnes come in there and try to strip it every time. And so I think that's a smarter defensive than playing single high or
correct.
I don't know what else they play, man. So
based on the guys that we have, for sure. Yeah.
So what time we playing? A 4:00 LA? Is that a 4:20? 25?
It's at 4:25 on Fox.
Hi, I'm Kevin Burthart. Alongside me is Tom Brady. And I'm starting to like Kevin Burthart.
Yeah?
The way he gets excited over plays, absolutely, man.
Yeah, we need more.
Tom Brady, whatever, but he is insightful.
Yeah.
All right, so let's get some predictions in here. So, Lions travel to LA 4:25 Sunday. It's going to be a prime time 4:25 slot. The whole nation is pretty much going to be watching this game again. So, start with Clay. Just a score prediction right now.
42-37 Lions.
Oh my God.
It's gonna have to be a shootout. I think it's gonna have to be a shootout. 43-37 Lions.
Adrian, do you know what that calls for?
What is it called for?
Dang, what a perfect fade. Clay with the
hard.
42-37. Now you know that LA has a good defense, right?
Yeah, but yeah, I know that.
All right, Adrian. What say you, boy?
Oh, bro, I'm kind of leaning towards the Rams. Like, they have a good defense. I've watched their defense, their offense. They are going to score. So it's like you got to keep up with them. But I mean, our offense has been Jekyll and Hyde. But last Thursday, I saw some great things, some potential. Jahmyr Gibbs, 3 touchdowns. He's always immediately a threat. And we're playing, I mean, Jared Goff is playing his ex, right? Playing Sean McVay. We're going to see Matthew Stafford on the other end. I honestly hate this game because there's so many mixed feelings behind it, so many nostalgic feelings. And when I watch Stafford throw it, it's like, who am I rooting for? And I was like, I hate this guy, but I love him. Dude, give me the Rams 30-28. Hate to say it. This does not mean we're out of the playoffs, but I feel like
no.
Rams take this one.
30-24?
30-28.
All right. And you said LA.
Yeah.
So hit me with some music, bro. I'm gonna make the All Grit podcast a little happy right now. Just hit me with. All right. This Sunday, 4/25, Lions travel to LA, take on Matthew Stafford and the Los Angeles Rams. The final score is Lions 31, Rams 34. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. I feel like LA is just too good right now. But I would not be surprised if that score was flipped. I would not be surprised if we win by a field goal just because of Jake Bates. So,
I agree.
You know, Jared Goff has had Matthew Stafford's number for the last couple years, and Stafford had his number like the first year, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So Jared Goff, you know, I think his record against Stafford since the turnover is, correct me if I'm wrong, like 1-2, 2-1,
2-1, because playoff
2-1?
game, and then the following year we open against them.
Right.
Yep. You're right.
So, yeah, just like Mahomes, Goff has a better record against him. So we'll see. But yeah, with the injuries, you know what? And you know what, bro? The last time I picked against the Lions won. So I'm picking against him again.
We're going to say, hey, you guys are the underdogs. Get angry. Get angry at this. Bro, I'm going to be a nervous wreck on Sunday.
Who's calling that game?
I honestly get more nervous playing against the Rams now with Stafford than I do.
Because it's the narrative. Everybody's it's the conversation. Yeah. The whole what's gonna be on the whole game.
Yeah. Yep.
Hey, do you know that Stafford played baseball with Clayton Kershaw?
Are you serious?
Yeah, bro. They were in the same. They were on the same team, bro.
I had no idea. Wow.
What
are the odds?
They were playing football together.
Yeah, before football, before Matthew Stafford went over to Georgia. Wow. He was actually best friends with Clayton Kershaw.
Did you know Matthew Stafford's wife has a podcast?
She does? What's it called? Talking with Kelly?
You know, she's so nice. Like,
you know, she loves Detroit. I'm sure she's going to have Jared and what's his wife's name?
Kristen.
Over for dinner the night before. All the girls can play together now that there's like 6 of them.
Oh, yeah.
She's so shy, though. She's probably not going to be able to do that because she's a really shy person. She doesn't like talking a lot before or after games, so probably not.
Well, also, she probably doesn't like Jared because we booed them coming into our stadium 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And
had to be done.
And the year before. Yeah. A lot of booing. So, anyways,
crazy.
Let's get into some bold takes, boys.
All right.
To wrap this up. All right, so just as the podcast knows here, Adrian is still stuck at a half a point. Caleb's got a point. Plax has 2. Ivan has 1. Clay has 0.
No, I did get. Well,
I got mine last week.
Oh, I was gone 1 week. What did you say?
So I got my point versus the Philly. They stopped the tush push. Like I said twice, and they stopped it like 3 times.
Nope.
Yep.
You said they were going to stop the push all day, all day.
He didn't. We can go back. He said they were going to get at least 1 or 2, and they got 3. I remember because me and Clegg both hit our bold take. I said they were going to score the least amount of points because the defense was going to hold them up, and they did.
Is
So
that how you
system here is wrong, bro?
Let me check Chat GPT real quick.
And I also got the Frank Ragnow hit. He did.
No, you didn't. He's never come back on the field.
I months ago, and he did for 24 hours. He was
He came in the stadium and they kicked him out. They said you'd cost us more money if you were on this team.
He tore his hamstring. Get out of the truck.
He probably did. They saw him coming in, and they're all
Frank.
Actually, no, we know he saw the Thanksgiving game and was like, guys,
yeah.
I think I regret this decision.
But I did get my Philly point. Me and Adrian did the pod together.
Yeah.
Okay,
right.
and then so Adrian, you're at 1.5 now, Adrian.
Yep, correct. And Clay's got another point too.
All of a sudden, me and the Waterboy are tied. Oh no, me, Clay, and Waterboy. Okay, let's get some bold takes then.
All right, I got one.
Got to be bold.
Games. Jahmyr Gibbs, 3 touchdowns.
It's not even that bold, but I'll accept it.
Back to back.
3 touchdowns.
I'll have to look it up. I don't know what the stat is like the last time a running back did back to back.
# never.
Hat tricks.
All right, Clay.
So we have many good memories with Matthew Stafford. The Cleveland game, although it ended with a broken collarbone. The Dallas game, multiple comebacks. The Cincinnati game.
Oh.
But there was in those years, because there's a lot of good memories, but there's a lot of bad memories of games that we came back and Matthew Stafford would have a turnover and cost us the game. So I'm calling a fourth quarter, same old Stafford, SOS Stafford, big turnover that keeps the Lions in the game, and will be bring us back. Will be a huge turnover in the fourth quarter.
Okay, turnover by Stafford
in the fourth quarter.
In the fourth.
Wow.
Okay.
Rest in peace, Brian Branch, by the way.
Yeah. My bold take is Brian Branch comes back this week. I automatically win if that hits.
It was a miracle.
Let's see. What's bold? What do I Judas Priest? All right. Jared Goff loves playing against Stafford.
He does. Likes playing against his old team.
He loves playing against his old coach.
Correct.
And he loves making them feel like you guys, you gave up on me too early and you hurt me. And now my wife and I are having the best life in the world over there in Detroit.
And I took that personally. So Jared Goff is going to have a day, boys. So I'm going to put JG. This is on the list for Caleb here. He's not going to throw. Oh, let me get this drop ready here. Is the volume up, Adrian? Okay. Yeah.
He's not throwing for 1.
Another one.
He's not throwing for 2.
Another one.
This boy ain't throwing. Yeah, he's going to throw for 3 touchdowns. Jared Goff throws for 3 tutties, and Jared Goff is going to be over 5 rushing yards.
Okay. Got some rushing yards in there.
He's going to escape the pocket, boys.
I like it. Vanilla.
I don't know when he's ever got a yard in his last, this whole last season, but I'm calling 5 yards. They're gonna call a play for him, bro.
I love it. Kind of like we didn't even talk about it too. Malik Cunningham, the backup quarterback, was in there for a wildcat play. What'd you guys think of that?
Yeah, he talked about it briefly, and he said, he played quarterback. We knew what you were doing. Okay,
I would have thought that was kind of like a goal line play, not like a random play in the middle of a drive.
To me, that play was the exact same play that Cleveland just ran without Jared Goff. Like, why'd you take the best player off of your team for the most important drive? And I'm not saying that was the most important drive, but maybe they're just trying to switch it up. I like that kind of stuff, but it wasn't successful.
It's like 6 seconds left, and the Bulls take Jordan out of the game. What are you doing?
Yeah. Because we want Horace Grant to take the shot, bro. Oh, am I telling my age?
Hey, one cool stat before we end tonight is Tesla now has 4 receiving touchdowns.
Okay.
Justin Jefferson has 2.
That is hilarious. Good stat. That's why we have the stat guy on the All Great
That
podcast.
is great.
So,
I mean,
Love to hear it.
all right, boys. Well, for the All Great podcast, remember, most importantly, get that PayPal account info in, folks. We need to keep this thing going. We got to keep the stat guy with his microphone. He goes through about 14 a year. So definitely need that. And the OC, you know, he's pulling all those stats. He's got a nice Apple computer over there. He's got to be able to pay that bill.
He's got that new hat, bro.
And you know me, if you're watching on YouTube, you know who I'm dissing today. We got the old Vildor jersey on, and the baby's crying. So it's going to be a good week coming up. For the All Great Podcast, I'm your humble host. For the OC and for Clay, love you boys. We're out.